Hi, Kemi. It's nice having you today. I would like you to introduce yourself.
My name is Amelia Kemi. I've been a designer for 2 years. I started out as a self-taught graphic designer. The first course I took was class by Omobolande Banwo. She does a female designer movement. That was how I actually started designing. And ever since then, I've had different people, mentors, friends, who has been pushing me to the right direction on how a good design should look like. And I've also had the privilege to work in certain places where I've been improving my skills.
You started as a self-taught designer. How was your experience starting up as a designer?
Well, it was pretty interesting to me personally because I'm a curious person. So when I see things that I cannot do, I tend to wonder how it's being done or how the other person was able to do it and all of that. So it was kind of challenging to me because there's this aspect where you're always wondering if you're doing the right thing. But the good thing is that I had people around, people who could point me to the right direction, people who could tell me what I was getting right and what I wasn't getting right. So I guess that was what actually helped me to keep improving myself.
What was your first experience as a designer?
Well, my designs were awful. When I look at them now, like what did I do and all that. But the thing is that I had people that were actually even encouraging me that wow, it's good. But then looking back, I realized that I did some really shitty designs that I was asking myself like, what were you thinking of and all that. So, but the good part of the fact that I was able to grow and had people around me that were always ready to help.
So, what's your future plan as a graphic designer?
Yeah, that's a big one because 2 years ago I didn't realize that, or I didn't see it in my future that I was going to be a designer. So my future plan is broad. It's even something that I myself I can't get a hold of because next year we don't know the new skills that will be on ground. You don't know where things that is going to motivate you or the new ideas or innovations that is going to be out there. So I can't really tell you what my future plan is, but I can only say that I'll keep growing in whatever I'm doing. I'll keep pushing myself to becoming better and all that.
What motivates you as a graphic designer?
What motivates me is seeing good designs from awesome people. That's what motivates me. When I go online and I see creative ads from different parts of the world, you just see people doing crazy things and you're like, wow, how can this creativity exist? So I get my motivation from that, seeing what people can do and believing that I can also do something like that.
What are the challenges you face as a graphic designer?
Well, I would say not having enough people to mentor me. Like I didn't start out by having a mentor. I had to go through the phase of learning things on your own, doing research on your own. But if you have someone who is standing by and okay, you just want to learn it, you want to learn design, and you have someone who is teaching you, who is mentoring you, who is pointing things out to you, I guess it will be faster and easier for that person to pick up and become a good designer. Or like someone who is just starting from the scratch, just watching videos, learning on your own, and you're just trying to push yourself. That's a whole lot.
Do you look to extend your reach from being a graphic designer into a video editor, a motion graphic designer?
Yes, actually I do, because everything is still visuals. I love visuals. I love interpreting visuals. I love everything that has to do with visuals. So whether it is motion or still, as in it fascinates me. So yes, I would say that I would love to still learn more when it comes to motion design, when it comes to animation, video and all of that. Yeah.
You talked about not starting 2 years ago, you didn't know you were going to be here. What would be your word of encouragement for people that want to be a graphic designer that are still finding it hard to break the barrier and start?
Well, my advice for anyone who wants to be a designer is look out for good designers. There are really good people in these industries, Nigerians and even those people outside. But let's start from Nigerians, yeah, because those are people that are like easier for you to reach out to. Look out for good designers. No good, like there are actually awesome academies, graphic design academies, or academies that take graphic design course that has good reputations and work with good agencies in Nigeria. Advise someone to just start from there. Start from looking out for good designers or researching for academies that take courses in graphic design. We have social media is out there, Instagram is there. You find a lot of people that are doing crazy things right there on social media. You follow them, or most times you can just message them or follow their works. Most of them put tutorials of their works, of what they've personally done, tutorials. Some of them, I know of a guy who actually has a Telegram group also where he teaches designers. So you can design something, you send it to the group. He can redesign it if need be, or put you through and all of that. So there are a lot of platforms. You just have to be aware of what is out there. Do your research.
So let's go to riddle.
Yeah, let me test my brain.
The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I?
The more you take, the more you leave behind. The more you take, the more you leave behind. The time.
You got it wrong.